Welcome back to A Star in a Simulated Car, the series where guests come in and try out our £100,000 simulator. Today's guests are our own very special Project Cars drivers. It's Storm and Veloce Jaaames. Welcome to A Star in a Simulated Car. Are you guys excited to be here?
Very excited.
Yeah, very excited. Of course, you're our Project Cars drivers. SMSR is just around the corner, so that's why we've got you in training for that. But before we get into the actual esports and sim racing, let's talk more about you guys. We know your story, of course, as we followed you on your journey to the EROC Championships, coming from a background of racing, then not having the budget to take that any further. But you have your own very special story where you've got a problem with your hand, and that gives you a bit of difficulties in terms of sim racing stuff. But how does that really affect you, and how did that come about?
Well, it doesn't really affect me as long as the force feedback wheel is, let's say, weak to average. But for example, in simulator that I tried yesterday, I was kind of struggling because, in fact, my left arm is obviously much weaker than the other one. So it was basically driving with only this arm, the right arm, and not both arms like any other driver would do. But for example, in Project Cars or Gran Turismo, where the force feedback is, let's say, average.
Weaker, isn't it?
Yeah, much weaker indeed. Basically, it's really fun. It's really fun. Not having any problem to hold the wheels. It's just, yeah.
It's just the strength in terms of force
Exactly.
feedback.
I need to go to the
especially
gym,
on there. So if you beat anyone here today, they've been beaten by someone with one hand, basically. So they need to get some practice in. But how did it happen? Like, how did this occur?
I was just basically when I was born, I already had it. So I had it since 20 years now.
So it wasn't like an accident. You haven't had to adjust or anything like that. You've just literally, this is what you've been given, and you've just run with it and just done.
Exactly. Just adapt. Basically, I had to adapt myself to pretty much everything, obviously, and I adapted quite quickly, and I don't really pay attention to what I'm doing with my left hand. It's just natural.
But in terms, it's not really affected you too much because you are one of the quickest guys on Project Cars. You've an A1 champion, am I right in saying so? So it's not like it's been something that you've really had to overcome and you're like a top 10 at least. You are one of the top guys in Project Cars. So how does that feel to be like, you have a disability, but that's not affected you and you've been able to still perform at the top?
To be fair, I don't really even pay attention to my disability. It's just, I'm here to race, and whoever comes on top gets the money and the trophy.
Racing.
Yeah, it's just only racing. Don't even mind.
And you, how do you feel that he's quicker than you?
To be honest, back like a year ago, he was a lot quicker than me.
Yeah.
Then when I met him in Belgium last year, I saw his arm, I was like, for God's sake, how can he be quicker than me? You know, that issue. Yeah. If he had a proper arm, you know, how quick would he be? That's the question. But he's doing really well, and he's adapting to GT Sport as well. Looking to get an F1. So yeah, he's one of the cross-platform drivers, which is hard enough on his own accord. So with the disability as well, it's mega, isn't it?
How do you two get on as teammates together? Of course, you've done a lot of practice for SMSR. I think GT Nations Cup as well. You sort of do that together, so you know, bonding quite well.
Yeah,
get along.
We didn't when we first met online.
Oh yeah,
didn't really like each other because we were both at the front, but for different teams.
Yeah,
had a few incidents, but yeah, since he's joined, it's been brilliant.
You, of course, were one of the main reasons why you came on board.
So what happened? You left TX3?
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah, and then Jamie said, should we get this guy called Storm? I was like, yeah, 100%. And when was that? It was about 3 months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, beginning of the year, or maybe end of 2017.
Yeah, so
2018, sorry.
Yeah, so it's not been a long time since he's been here, but he's made his impact already. Got the final tomorrow, so
very good.
SMSR.
Talking about the final, how are you both feeling going into that? A lot of practice has been done.
Yeah, I mean, for every round we've been like the pace.
Yeah.
But the first two were shocking.
Yeah,
because we had bad luck.
Yeah, let's talk about that. After the first 2 rounds, how did you feel the rest of the series was going to go? Because it was very bad. I think you had 6 points total.
Indeed, yeah.
You had absolutely no points. So,
bearing in mind it's a Formula 1 style point system, so points are massive, you know. So honestly, I thought it was over, but you just got to get on with it.
Yeah. And
the final 2 rounds went as we expected. So going into the final, I think we have the pace to obviously win, and I honestly think we can win, and I think we will win.
So. Only 8 drivers in it, so it's not like you have a huge field But of course, qualifying is still going to be important. However, if you do mess up, you're only in 8th, so it's not too far
That's
to have
true.
to work your way
And
back
less
up to the
chances,
field.
of course, of being crashed by the guys that have maybe lower
Yeah.
level as well, because basically
In the
you had
Challenger
many
Series.
different teams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
multi-class,
Very
isn't it? But yeah, I think we're both, we had a big reputation going into the championship.
Mhm.
Oh, they're the best two on Project Cars and whatever. After round 2, it looked ridiculous. We
Yeah.
were on 6 points. But I think now we can win it, so it's good.
very good. Yeah, 2 races, Nürburgring, Road America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you both feeling on those?
Good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Who's
Just
quickest?
Nürburgring, probably him in qualifying. Same in the race. Road America, same in qualifying, same in the race. So
So Storm's better than you again.
no, I wouldn't say it's not going to be. We're just able
Right.
to maximise.
I'll tell a story, right? A year and a half ago, we done this Endurance League series on Project Cars. I was new to the scene, and at Le Mans, he outqualified me by 4 seconds.
4 seconds.
The whole field by 4 seconds.
Yeah, I was second, but I was 4 seconds off.
So
him.
is that why the Le Mans circuit is not in this series? Because
Thank God it's not. Well, for the team it'd be good because he'd just be up the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah.
For me, not so much. But no,
I'll
I
teach
mean,
you.
on this game, I've closed up to him, which is really good. So, and at the start of the championship, I thought I'd be a lot further away to him than I am. So I'm happy.
So what's next for both of you after the SMSR? I feel like you want to take into F1 esports and see
Yeah.
what that goes, whether that's pro draft or whether you can find a team to snap you up. But is that important for you this year?
Yeah, I'd say that's like the main thing. Gran Turismo is also an objective, but it's really hard. And there's so much commitment needed, and to do everything like my vlogs and Twitch and whatever.
Got a lot on your plate. It's literally
Yeah,
a lot.
so
Yeah.
I think F1, because it's later in the year and it's within a short time frame,
Mhm.
that'd be probably more of that's where I want to be. So I'll definitely aim to get in there.
What about you, Tom?
Gran
Anything?
Turismo, yeah, 100% Gran Turismo, because just so many very good events, and I really like the format of Drive Championship with the Nations Cup and a Manufacturers Championship with the Manufacturers Cup, and yeah, basically I think really wanted to be pro Gran Turismo, but it started on Project Cars, but now I have the skill to finally compete Gran Turismo, so just 100% on that. Maybe F1 as well with the Apex Online Racing seasons.
Yeah,
And
the thing is, if you're going to do Gran Turismo, we weren't aware of this about a month ago, but you have to commit. Like, you just have to do that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you ain't going to make it.
Oh,
So-
is that because there's a lot of series, or just
So
because
many
it's
races.
a lot of
So many
practice?
races,
So many races
and
and
all the
levels.
guys. All the guys at the top are just doing that.
Yeah.
So you've got to be on it. But
So it's quite difficult to be a multi-class esports driver, I
Yeah.
suppose.
yeah, that's it. With this, this SMSR's taken up a month of our
Yeah.
season. That's quite a lot.
It's quite a lot, but at the same time, it's not a lot, because then you've
No.
got other months to. Because I know you've done AOR, F1. You've not really focused on that recently because you're doing Project Cars and you're not really too bothered about it now. You're more focusing, I suppose, on F1 esports and seeing how that goes. But then at the end of the year, like you say, then you've got F1 esports in a big chunk. So it's good having all these different things in different chunks. Whereas, like so GT, the whole year.
That's true. It doesn't get boring.
Yeah, very true.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes. There's always next year if we miss out this year,
Very true.
We've both got the pace on GT. It's just the time. That's it.
So let's move on then to the main reason why you are both here. The simulator. You've been on it many times before. This was actually your first time jumping on it. So how did you find it?
It's incredible. I think I've never had such an experience in sim racing in my whole life. It was brilliant. Really brilliant.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
Force feedback was strong for you. You struggled a bit
It
with
was really
that.
strong.
Pedals. We got new pedals for you. You had the old pedals, so you had the rubbish ones. But you had the new pedals. How did you find those? The braking is very, very strong.
Yeah, braking is
Isn't it?
very strong. Like, there's literally no travel in the brake pedals, so it was it really took advantage of these a little bit of practice before to just adapt to a brake pedal. Wasn't that much. I think it was maybe 3 laps just to know the track. But
The big question is though, how do you both think you did? Looking at our board. So you've got Johnny Verne, Formula E champion. Obviously, that's got to be the main goal. You've got to beat these two guys. You can't let Arav or Ben Daly.
If I end
Beat
up
you.
here, I want my P45.
Yeah, I think we do have to get rid of you. E-Rock champion, you have to hand that in as well. Like, you can't hold that
No.
if you've got beaten by
I
both
can't
of
be
these
seen in
guys.
public anymore.
But there's not much distance between Johnny Verne and Arava. There's 4 temps in that.
That's it, he's Formula E champion and Araba's within 4 temps. That's a solid effort from him, definitely. But I'd like to be on top,
You'd
definitely.
like to be on top.
Yeah.
Tom?
very much the same. But well, just watch the lap and
Yeah,
see what
find
the
out.
lap time is.
What if both of you beat Jev, but you lose to the other? How are you going to feel about
Gonna kill you.
Well,
that? Get a bit. We'll leave it there, and we'll take a look at the lap. Storm, you're going to be first.
Good.
So let's take a look at your lap.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go, indeed. Right, on the start-finish line, Tom, away you go. There we go. Not a great start, but I've said this to so many people, the car really bogs down, so don't worry about that. Everybody's had that issue. Down towards turn 1 then, taking a lot of curb
nice.
on the inside and on the outside as well, using all the track available to you in towards Druids. Is this going to be nice and tidy? Yes, hugging the apex
mate.
there, using the racing
That's
line
pretty good.
and using all the track available. In towards turn 3 then, and just losing the back end a little bit, turning into a rally cross stage.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Damn it. Only a slight frustration in that. Keeping your cool through Surtees then, and on the long run down in towards Hawthorns. Very long straight. This sort of gather your thoughts a
Too
bit.
much fun.
Seem like you're enjoying yourself a bit on that sim in towards Hawthorns. Nice and tidy again. Apart from turn 3, everything's been very tidy. In towards what we're going to call Daily Corner, because this is of course where he got lost. Very nice and tidy. You did not do a bend. You have not run wide.
Good.
In towards this another tricky right hand. Of course, you're braking while you're turning, but you seem to get that under control. Look at that, perfect.
Inch perfect.
Using all of the track. Few guys have gone wide here. You seem to keep it just on the
This
track.
car feels incredible.
Seem like you're like
Look at that. Look at that face.
through the final corner then, and on to the Brabham straight. Are you going to take the tighter line? No, you're not. You're going to drift over to the left-hand side. You're going to come across the line and set your lap. How did you feel that went?
Sorry?
How did you feel that went?
Pretty much, yeah, I think it was a good lap apart from turn 3 and then rallycross choker.
Yeah,
thing.
rally
It
cross
was
straight
just-
through turn 3. I think it was quite quick, apart from turn 3, but everything else, I think you could probably agree with me as well,
That
was nice and tidy.
Bang on the money, wasn't it?
Using all the track available,
Yeah.
like literally on the edge of the white line and grass. That is where you were most of the time, which of course is the best way to go quickest as long as you're not actually on the
After
grass.
turn 2, I was like, oh my god, he's actually quite quick.
Yeah.
After turn 3, I was laughing at. So
But what if you lose now?
then, yeah.
And he went wide at turn 3.
There's a serious issue, isn't there? If I lose that.
Right, James, let's take a look at your lap then. Right, here we go then. And away you go. Bogging
Same
down
start.
again, but same as Storm, so not really too much of an issue.
Here we go.
Here we go, indeed. Down in towards turn 1. Not using as much curve as Tom did,
It's the
but
apex.
using it on the exit, so that's not too bad. In towards Druids. Are you going to be tight? Yes, you are. Really hugging the inside there. Use all the track. Yeah, there we go. All the way over to the left-hand side.
There we go.
In towards turn 3. Are you going to do the same mistake?
Storm
No,
corner.
you're not. You do
Oh,
run
yeah,
wide, but
storm
you are
corner
allowed
now.
to do that. You're allowed to run over onto the Astro.
Oh, that was nice, that was nice.
Very nice indeed. Obviously, much nicer than Tom's lap through there. In towards Surtees. Again, nice and tidy, using that sort of late apex. And now on the run down in towards Hawthorns. Just a bit of a Sunday drive for you, really.
I think I was going to say something, but I just bottled it. But last minute.
In towards Hawthorns then. Again, nice and tidy. Very similar to how Tom took his lap in towards Daly. And again, taking all the curb, using all the curb on the exit. Again,
A
nice
bit
and
more
tidy.
aggressive,
Nothing
I would
really
say. A bit more aggressive.
more
on the
aggressive?
braking, yeah.
I'm not using as much of the track as you, though. Or
using
well,
a lot of
well,
curb on that one. We
Just
might
to say
have to
that,
look
you
into
literally
that.
got the corner.
One more corner left to go then. Still,
Solid lap so far, solid lap.
yeah, I'd say a solid lap so far.
it felt
Very
good. It
good,
didn't feel
nice and
like
tidy.
on the limit,
Through the final corner, onto the Brabham straight, and you're going to come down. You're going to take that tighter line compared to what Tom did. Like, maybe that gained you a couple of tenths, maybe it gained you like a couple of hundredths. We don't know, but
Yeah.
we're going to have to see how that went. What do you think?
Yeah, happy with that. At the time, I was very happy. So no mistakes. That's it. You got a few laps to practice, and then you got to deliver. So just don't go off.
It's literally that one lap. Unfortunately, you had the error where the one lap got you. No restarts, no flashbacks like Aaron and Ben like to use in the past.
Career mode.
Yeah, there's no career mode here today. But yeah, I think both very quick laps, apart from, of course, the turn 3 instance. So looking at the lap, where do you think? Or do you not
First.
care? You're just like, no. do you know
No,
what?
I do care.
You do
actually.
really care. This is going to be on top of your CV.
It's not every day. You get
Is this
going to
be above E-Rock Champion?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
If you come top of the star in a
Oh, yeah.
simulated car. We're going to start with you because you went first. So I've got your times. You don't have your times, but I've got your times. So, Storm, where do you want to be?
Not last.
Not last.
For sure.
Yeah, you got to beat both. Although, if you beat both of these guys with one arm and going wide at turn 3,
God no.
These
these
2
two
seconds.
need to sort themselves out. So, Storm, you did it in a 1, which is always a good start.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20, which again is good. 7.
Ooh.
So somewhere here, 127.4, which puts you between Arav and John O'Byrne. So
Wow.
there you go. So
I think you'd be happy
Arav
with that. You went
Yeah.
wide and you're
You
2
wrote
times
wide,
slower than
lost
Jeff.
probably
lost on turn
seconds,
3,
2 seconds.
one arm, and
Something
you beat
like that,
Arav
yeah.
and Ben. So I think you can be very happy with that. We'll have to get you back at some point later on
Yeah.
when a lot more times have been set and see whether you can, move yourself, which you certainly can if you,
Oh yeah, sure.
went wide at turn 3. You can certainly move yourself up. Now, James,
Hi.
where are you?
I don't know, mate.
122.
122.
No, just kidding.
5 seconds quicker. You did it in a 1, which again, we like to have that. 20. Okay. You did it in a 125.5. So you are our new fastest man in a simulator. Let's put you right up there because you have absolutely smashed it. Well done to you. Well done to you as well. Up
Okay,
in
mate.
third position
Unlucky.
at the moment.
Yeah.
Faster than John O'Byrne. How do you
Happy
feel about
days,
that?
mate. Happy days. Sorry, Jev. Sorry, mate. Didn't mean to do
You've
that.
taken his crown right there at the top of the board. So
Yeah. How long will
How?
it last? I don't know.
I mean, how are you that quick?
Oh, well, if Storm didn't go wide, he'd be in the 25s.
Oh yeah, I do
100%.
reckon you'd definitely be up there
That's
too.
unlucky, yeah.
But
I was saying yesterday,
Jeez.
it's our job to drive simulators, so
very true.
you shouldn't be
Very
that
true.
surprised. I mean, I know you've made it a massive gap there, but it's only 2.
I mean, yeah, but it's a very short circuit. 2 seconds is a lot.
It was a good lap.
That's all. You are so cool. It's a good lap. Yeah, it's just what I usually do.
It was.
Well,
It was
well
good
done. You are our fastest man in a simulator car. Shake your hand once again. Thank you very much for coming on. And of course, we both wish you luck in the SMSR Championship, which is, of
Thank you
course,
very much.
tomorrow,
you.
because
Tomorrow, yeah.
this is going
Yeah.
up on Friday. So this will be tomorrow. So thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Check out both of these guys. You have a YouTube channel. You have a YouTube channel as well, don't you?
Yep.
So don't forget to check out both those guys. All their links will be in the description, Instagram, Twitter, all of that stuff. But we will see you next time when we have another guest in our simulated car. But until then, it's goodbye from us.